this. Oh, look at all that smoke. Look at all this smoke. It's smoky in here. What's up, vinyl community? Breathe it in. I'm a little verklempt. It's a little hot up here in the realm tonight. It's hot up here in the realm tonight, people. Welcome, Cosmic Brown. This is Cosmic Vinyl, and I'm guess who? First name Brian, intro name Cosmic. That's a chin scratcher. That fella don't talk right. Alright. What are we doing tonight? What in the hell are we doing? Oh, I need a beverage. What's going on here? I mean, you can have smoke, but you gotta have a beverage too. Sometimes me and my friends used to call a beverage just called Bev. Hey man, can you grab me a Bev, man? Grab me a cold Bev, will ya? Sounds like hipster stupidity, doesn't it? Well, maybe I'm a hipster, maybe I'm stupid. I had to move my fan over, dudes. Well, welcome to the Cosmic Realm. Tonight, video is bought by Corona, not the virus, but the low-carb version beer here of the Corona. God, I hope I don't get Corona. Whatever. Big chug. Oh, so refreshing. So what are we doing? What should we do tonight? I guess if I don't know, nobody knows. I think we'll do a Vinyl Finds video. Got my research. Got my brewski. Got my fan. What else do I need? Why am I still out of my seat? Because I don't have my box, man. I need my box. I need my footstool. I like to be comfortable when I do my vids. So I hope everybody's doing okay out there. Steve Carlson, I hope you're doing okay, my friend. Woo, here's my booster seat. So whoa, I almost fell over. How'd you get all those bruises on your arm? I fell over. Name that movie. What are all those bruises on your arms? I fell over. All your needs is a Sex Pistol are provided for. Beer, designer wardrobe. What more could you want? Oh, I don't know, little things around the house. Okay, now I'm just babbling and it's like, okay. But that's my favorite movie, Sid and Nancy. Alright, let's do a Vinyl Finds video. You guys want to see something like that? You know, when I started putting this together a couple days ago, I was really in the mood to show these records, but I'm more in the mood right now to show some other shit. I should just go for it, but I'm gonna stick to the plan. Man, I'm hotter than blazes. Are you guys hot in here? Fan isn't doing the trick. Make adjustments here. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, let's get on with this thing. Okay, so I've got so many records from like locally here. We've had this this antique shop, and this guy's been scoring so many cool records. And I've just been you know, chipping away at it, because basically I'm one of the only guys that goes down there and buys vinyl from this cat. So yeah, this is just a few of those things. I think I showed this album briefly in the when I did the one of the collaboration videos about drinking, I think, with Mazzy. So yeah, but I'm gonna show it again because it you know, it deserves another visit. But This is Jefferson Airplane's Bless His Pointed Little Head, or Bless Its Pointed Little Head. And yeah, you've got your drunken fellow. I assume that's one of the band there, but I don't know who it is. I guess I didn't do my research, did I? Because there's the band on the back, all having a good time. Looks like there's like a big, like a hookah maybe right there, where they might have been smoking or something. But it sure looks like they're having a good time, doesn't it? But yeah, this is great. This is a live album. This guy came with this weird insert too. And a lot of times I've seen this album, but I never see the insert with it. But Bless Its Pointed Little Head. And then on the other side, it's got like this weird like artwork. So it looks like something my daughter drew in like first grade, and then colored it in with markers. But I found it to be kind of cool, so thought I'd show it. But yeah, this is a live album by Jefferson Airplane, recorded over 6 consecutive nights at both the Fillmore East and West, fall of 1968. Now, it was released in 1969 on the RCA Victor label. Just your standard orange label there. But gosh, this is I think I picked this up for just a few bucks too, and man, I'll tell you what, I'm not a big live album guy, but I really dug this. I mean, they definitely seem inspired. God damn it, I'm not gonna struggle with that, but they definitely seem inspired. I mean, because they're just rocking it, and I mean, the rhythm section in this one, Spencer Dryden is just a hard pounding, straightforward, sometimes fast drumming, and it kills. And then you put that with Jack Cassidy's, his killer rhythmic, and his bass playing, his bass lines are very prominent on this mix too. So yeah, it sounds great. And there's some really great vocal harmonies here too with Grace and the boys. Especially Marty Ballin's vocals are spot on. Just killing it. Song list, there's no White Rabbit on this, which I found kind of strange, but there's a slightly amped up version of Somebody to Love, which actually really kills. It's a great guitar solo in that jam by Jorma Kaukonen. That guy, fuck, I didn't realize how good of a player that guy was until I listened to this. I just cranked her up and got tuned up a little bit. Man, it was awesome. Lots of longer jams on this. For instance, there's a song, the opener. Well, there's an intro, and it's not an opener. It's like the second to last tune on there. It's called Fat Angel. It's a Donovan cover, and God, Jorma just shreds. I mean, his solos and then the bass, along with the bass line of Jack Cassidy, he's shows that he is technically up to the task in this live show. And Cassidy and Kaukonen would go on to do Hot Tuna, so just kind of a preview of what was to come with Hot Tuna. And that I had some Hot Tuna at one time. I think I traded it or something. God, what was I thinking? You loser! Calm down, it's not that big of a deal. It's just hot tuna. Alright, so anyway, there's a bluesy track on here too called Rock Me Baby that just proves that those guys are some great players. And oh shit, I almost forgot. It ends with a track called Bear Melt. and it's kind of an 11-minute like improv, where everybody just kind of plays this. It's like an acid drenched, psyche, sludgy, almost doomy jam that'll it'll take you there if you know what I'm saying. It'll take you there, people. But Bear Melt, good jam. So yeah, it's kind of a textured cover. I love this. It's great. And then a record I showed earlier on Instagram. God, I love this. Look at this. This is David Bowie. Look at how beautiful he is right there. Get a closer look. Just a beautiful being. This is the second studio album by rock star, superstar, alien god, and elite human being that walked among us, that we were lucky to even have walk our planet. God, look at him. He's just such a gorgeous person right there. Look at the back. Just glorious. This is the 1972 release of, see, it was initially released in 1969, and the cover was, it had like bluish green polka dots, and then in the middle had a picture of Bowie with like long curly hair. Kind of looked like Ian Hunter from Mott the Hoople era, Ian Hunter. And you know me, I don't have anything against like a pre-afro curl. I'm all about it. So, but yeah, another RCA Victor. But look at this beautiful insert. Look at the pink, and it's the same, basically the same picture as on the album cover. But look at that pink. It's just glorious pink. And then there was one of these in here too that I always find. I love these things. These Bowie fan club cards with the sign-up sheet and the albums and stuff. But yeah, it's a mix of kind of folk and balladry and even some proggish type stuff. God, he was an artist that was so far ahead of his time. I mean, it was released in '69. Didn't really catch on then, but and then re-released in '72, and it just took off, and it just proves that that it wasn't its time yet. And boy, it's just such a great record. I'm especially blown away by a track called Unwashed and Somewhat Slightly Dazed. There's some crazy ass lyrics. Oh shoot, I didn't have my glasses. I'm a phallus in pigtails, and there's blood on my nose, and my tissue is rolling where the rats chew my bones, and my eye socket's empty, see nothing but pain. I keep having these 12 times a day. I mean, it's just great lyrics, and it just goes on and on. It just, it doesn't seem, if you read it on paper, it wouldn't make sense, but when it's put to music, and Bowie lets fly with the vocal, it means something. You know what I mean? But just some great lyrics. But then there's a song on here called Signet Committee, which is another somewhat long song, but it just builds and builds and builds, and then there's this aggressive declaration at the end of I want to live, and it's just so good. It finishes side A masterfully. It's about this messianic figure who shows his followers the way. It's kind of a foreshadowing of things that will later come, like in his style of music and music later on. So, yeah, man, he was such a great songwriter, and the lyrics to the song on this record are just so thoughtful and thought-provoking. Just gorgeous. Beautiful record by a beautiful alien man. And while we're talking about Bowie, I'm going to show this one too that I picked up. I'm starting to put together kind of a formidable Bowie collection. Yeah, I am. I really am. Oh, I am. Oh, you doubt me? Let's big chug on it then. No, seriously, I am. But anyway, Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, aka just Scary Monsters. Probably most people would call it that, but this is such a cool record too. This is the first release following the Berlin trilogy, which is, I mean, everybody knows it's Low, Heroes, and The Lodger. But yeah, this is his 14th studio album, recorded September of 1980. That would be his final record with the RCA Victor label. Just the standard black label there. Speaking of the Berlin trilogy, I almost forgot to show you this. There's actually a revisiting with the artwork here. There's a picture off the Heroes cover there. And then there's a little something right here from the Lodger. And then something here from Low, from the cover of Low. I also think these legs right here, and you kind of see the lightning bolt of Aladdin Sane. And they just kind of put the Lodger cover over that body. It's kind of a weird thing, but just kind of a throwback. Hey, you guys remember the Ashes to Ashes video where he wears like this kind of this clown outfit? Kind of frilly. The Ashes to Ashes single actually was released before the album, and it was so great that the video that they made at the time was, I mean, for its time, was the most expensive video ever made. It was like 250,000 pounds. I'm not sure what that is in Americano Dollaros, but why did I say it like that? What? Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Anyway, yeah. But just a great album, great song, Ashes to Ashes. He revisits the character of Major Tom. We know Major Tom's a junkie, something, hitting an all-time low. I'm sorry. I guess if I'm going to sing, I should probably know the words, right? But I love this. It's got Fashion on it. Fashion's a great song, too. This is just kind of a cool record. I love that he acknowledges the up-and-coming, what at the time was the new romantic music scene, which he basically single-handedly influenced with his style and his music. So, some good stuff. After this, no record for like 3 years. Then the follow-up for this would be Let's Dance, which is another killer record, by the way. So let's move on here. I need to freshen my music here. Hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind, vinyl community. Come on over to my pad. Hey, stop when you can stay a little longer. Oh shoot, I left my beer too far out of reach. Alright, next on the docket is some Talking Heads. Yeah, I scored this Talking Heads a while back. This is the second album by the Talking Heads, recorded in 1983. There's the back cover with the heads. How about some room service, Mr. Head? Another movie quote. You'll never guess that one, though. So anyway, yeah, I almost said Tom Tom Club. But no, this is Talking Heads. Cool cover art, by the way. I could look at this for quite a while trying to figure out what's up. It's a guy named James Rezio. Kind of some cool stuff here, but anyway, made up of like this. God dang it. I'm completely mixed up here. I'm so sorry. We gotta go back. I know why. Here's why I was gonna say Tom Tom Club, because this was supposed to be Tom Tom Club. Woo! This is the power of no editing. You get it. I'm transparent. I'm completely transparent. I show everything, the bloopers and everything. All right, here we go. This is oh God. Okay. Next on the docket is the Tom Tom Club. Yeah, this is called Close to the Bone. This is the second album by the Tom Tom Club, released in 1983. Check out that cover art. It's cool cover art. You could look at that cover art for quite a while and just trying to figure out what's up. Anyway, it's by an artist named James Rezio. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. But this band is made up of like a dozen musicians, including members of the afore briefly mentioned Talking Heads, which I will get to soon enough. But anyway, it's kind of funky, new wave. Lots of great like beat breaks, almost like hip hop beat breaks, like those that you would hear in 80s hip hop. Lots of those beat breaks in this music. I didn't even know that. I wasn't really into the Tom Tom Club back in the 80s. I was in high school in 83. I graduated in 83. And wasn't really into it, but I have acquired a taste over the years, and I dig it. The singles on this are Pleasure of Love, which is a really cool tune, by the way. And then The Man with the Four-Way Hips is another great track. Speaking of tracks, there is some really great danceable tracks on this album. Lots of swirling keyboard sounds by Wally Badarou. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm going with it. Badarou. But yeah, I love his, I actually really love his keyboard sounds. And then, it's got the beats, it's got the keyboards, behind what's an awesome harmony. It's a trio of 3 female singers, and it just kicks face. I love it. Kicks face. Now, not like metal. It doesn't kick face, but it'll do you if you're in the mood for dancing and having a good time, having some drinks, and having fun. I mean, it's a fun record. It's catchy. I didn't really care for this, like I said, but I dig it now, and I danced the other day when I was listening to it. I will not dance right now, although I've been known to dance on a video a time or two. But anyway, I love the female vocals on this. Good stuff. 80s breakbeat too. And now, to round this sucker off, a Talking Heads record. Imagine that. Surprise! This is called Little Creatures, and 6th studio album by the Heads. How about some room service, Mr. Head? See, now I can do that. Another movie quote. Bet you can't guess it. It examines themes of Americana, and it's got a bit of country stylings to it, to the mix. Best-selling studio album for the Heads, the Talking Heads. Cover art. Speaking of cover art, Cover art by an outside artist by the name of Howard Finster. He's the Finster. Hey, Finster, come here, Finster. Check out this cover art. Groovy, huh? The Finster. I don't know why I'm doing that. I have no idea. Just came into my head. No filter. Out it went. Cool pop album. Hits Like She Was. I love that tune. Floating above us and she was. Okay, that was horrible. My David Byrne impression is way, way bad. But all songwritings and lyrics were basically credited to David Byrne. Hell, some might call this basically a David Byrne solo record, but with some maybe some arrangement credits going to the rest of the group. You know, the lyrics are still quirky, especially on songs like Stay Up Late, which David Byrne is singing about, I assume, someone else's baby, how he wants to make it stay awake all night, and which is kind of an odd thing to do. But it's a very diverse, it's got, I felt like it was, you couldn't really settle on a genre for this. It was, there was like I said, a song that sounded like country, that there was like Americana, then there was like, you know, the quirky pop songs. And so it's a pretty diverse record. I love that. Look at him in the back there. That just looks cool as hell. I especially like her outfit. And ask me if I'd wear that. Go ahead, ask me. Yeah, I would. I'd wear that pink jacket right there. I'd wear it in my next video if I had it. But it's new wave, indie rock, all mixed into a really enjoyable record. Thank you. We're done. God, that got bad towards the end there, and I apologize. Hey, we're just having fun on a Saturday night. It is Saturday night, right? Thanks. Appreciate it. Just somebody floating around outside the realm and in space. Oh, there he floats off with a star. Anyway, cheers to the cosmic followers out there. I just want to shout out a couple of channels, but I forgot what they were, so I'll shout them out next time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Peace, love, and Corona. Not the kind that kills you, the kind that tastes good and makes you feel good. Alright, vinyl community. Don't do drugs. It'll make you act crazy.